If you want to come to Canada to work as a caregiver, it is important to understand one of the eligibility requirement for an application, including Educational Credential Assessment, or ECA. In this video, let's talk about what is ECA, who needs it, how to process an ECA, when to process it. So keep on watching. Most immigration programs in Canada, including Caregiver Pathway, requires an ECA. In fact, it is one of the initial requirement needed for your application to be accepted. So today, let's do our best to understand everything about ECA. First, what is an ECA? ECA is an acronym which stands for Educational Credential Assessment. In simple definition, it is being used to check your completed education in your home country and compare if it is valid or equivalent to Canadian education. Next, who needs an ECA? All applicants of the home support worker and home child care provider pilot, including inside and outside Canada applicants. Why is it important? It is important mainly because it is now one of the eligibility requirement in order for you to apply as a caregiver here in Canada. In other terms, without a valid ECA, your application can either be refused or even not be processed at all. I say valid because all ECA have expiration, and the result should also meet the minimum requirement for a caregiver application, which we will further explain at the later part of this video. It won't be enough to just process an ECA. It is also important to know the acceptable ECA result for your caregiver application. The result of your ECA must be equivalent to at least 1 year Canadian post-secondary education. The only way to know that is to process an ECA. To process an ECA, first, choose an approved institution who will conduct your ECA. The only authorized institution for your ECA are available at the IRCC website, and they are the following. 1. Comparative Education Service or CES, University of Toronto School of Continuing Studies. 2. International Credential Service of Canada or ICAS. 3. World Education Services or WES. 4. International Qualifications Assessment Service or IQAS. 5. International Credential Evaluation Service or ICES. You are probably asking now, what institution will you choose for your ECA? Let's help you answer that by describing each institution in terms of their cost, processing times, and if applicable, give some results obtained by certain individuals, including me. So let's begin. For the first institution, which is CES, or Comparative Education Service by the University of Toronto School of Continuing Studies. As shown in their official website, which I will provide the link in the description of this video, the fee is $210, while the processing times varies. For electronic document submission by your school, processing time is 15 to 20 weeks. Whereas, physical document submission is much longer, wherein it might take 25 to 30 weeks for your ECA to be completed. The next institution is ICAS, or International Credential Service of Canada. The price of assessment is $200, while their approximate processing time, as per their official website, is 30 weeks. This is from the date that all the documents are received, similar with CES. Now, for the third institution, which is WES, or World Education Services. As reflected in their website, the fee is $220, while the processing time is 35 business days. The other institution for your ECA is IQAS, or International Qualifications Assessment Service. The application fee is $200, and the average processing time is at least 4 weeks or longer. Now for the last institution, and it's ICES, or International Credential Evaluation Service. As of April 1st, 2021, their new processing timeline is under 30 weeks, while the price of ECA assessment is $200. Also, please be guided of their first minimum assessment requirement. It reflects there that only fully completed academic credential will be assessed, meaning, if you are an undergraduate or failed to finish either a 4-year or 2 years educational program, ICES is not the best option for your ECA. So that's the 5 approved institution where you can process your ECA. Please be reminded of the following. First, sadly, due to the present pandemic, expect certain delays in the processing time. Second, the fees that we have mentioned are only for main ECA application. Other costs not discussed earlier might include expenses for the courier or mailing services in sending necessary documents, and even processing fee of your respective schools. If you will ask me, I personally process my ECA through WES. In relation to that, I can testify to what I believe the most common feedback, saying that WES is fastest among the other 4 institutions. However, if I will compare my result to my fellow graduate bachelor in nursing, their ECA result is higher than mine. But either way, it still meets the minimum requirement for caregivers. Which will lead us to other important things to know about ECA. Number 1. In issuing ECA results, the 5 institutions might use different terminology. For instance, 1-year certificate is also the same with college certificate. They are both equivalent to 1-year post-secondary credential. Please refer to the IRCC website. If in doubt, you can also find the link by clicking the description button below. Number 2. Any ECA report is only valid for 5 years. Therefore, it is important to know your timeline. Carefully consider when you should start to process your ECA. But I must say that having an ECA will give you a huge advantage in terms of job seeking through recruitment agencies, which involves competition among other applicants. Having said that, feel free to watch my other videos about caregiver immigration topics in Canada. They are available in this YouTube channel. Just a disclaimer, I'm no immigration expert, but presently I'm a caregiver here in Canada. The information that I shared are gathered from reading in the official IRCC website. You can find the link in the description button. If this video helps you, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Your comments are also welcome. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.